Hello everyone, I'm Xiao Gang. In this lesson, I'll demonstrate how to write the standard approach that we've emphasized many times. Okay, let's ignore this. You'll notice that when using Git, files in this directory are actually ignored, like batterwise and intermediate. If you upload to Git, you'll find that others who pulled the project won't be able to use it. This is a problem you will definitely encounter 100% of the time at work. So how do we solve this problem? Actually, it's quite simple. In this lesson, I'll explain it to you. Let's first create a package. Let's create a package first. Our class has already set everything up. Since this project will definitely be shared with everyone, let's try not to do too many complicated things. Okay. Let's create a package. Create a package here. Let's put it under save. Of course, packaging and execution should be fine now. Let me switch the view first. You can see our packaging process. It also popped up a window. This proves that the module has been loaded. Let's just click OK. Let's wait a bit longer. It should be quite fast. Okay, our packaging is complete here. Now let's launch the package project and pay attention. We'll create a package under Windows here, and this package betterwise Windows. You can see everything here, and here there is a Trigon state party betterwise 64. This thing was automatically copied over. Why can it be automatically copied? Because you started a runtime here. It will copy this path to the corresponding path after packaging. Then if you execute it now, there will be absolutely no issues. Let's execute it. You can see it's fine. Then pay attention to the top left corner tool appeared right? There was a 12 in the top left corner just now. There's no doubt about it. We can launch it again. No problem. There's a 12, right? So now here's our problem. Now we're gonna do something bad. Let's do something bad. Then here, via find our project. We'll directly take this plugins, delete intermediate and batterize. Think about it. We delete it. We can delete just this one. We'll delete only it. Let's delete it. It's gone now. Now let's directly launch this project. You'll see it prompts that the third-party library failed to load. But many times, we don't do this kind of prompt because there's one thing. Most of the time, we might not do it. This engine is better. It gave this prompt. It means the third-party library here failed to load. You can see that you often load DLLs. Your project will definite a large number of external DLLs. They often work on audio and video, streaming, image compositing. That's where they use this. And actually, our project still started. But this startup will have issues. We crashed directly. We'll ignore this crash. I deliberately showed it to you. Okay, ignore this. Okay, now let's build a package. Before building, we'll delete the Windows folder inside Sail to avoid variable exclusion. This rubber duck bed dogging method, you must know, it's about eliminating variables. That is, if you wrote 100 lines of code and there was no error before writing, but an error appeared after writing, then you comment them out line by line, then go and investigate. This method is particularly useful, especially when you are a beginner. After you investigate 2 or 3 times, you will never make the same type of mistake again in your life. To be precise, you won't make it. This can be found immediately. Then you can see that our packaging should also be successful. This place indicates a failed copy because it doesn't exist, but it doesn't actually affect anything. You can see parent exists. You can look at this place. there is a prompt. Then it will wait for 10 seconds to try. Then he might get stuck here forever. Letting him try a few more times should be fine. Okay, I'll pause here and let him try a few more times. I noticed he seems to be stuck here. This proves that his UAT should have been improved and optimized. It will now prompt you about the packaging error here. It might not have prompted this before. It might not have prompted before. It's a good thing that it now directly prompts about the packaging error. Then we have no way to demonstrate this kind of situation where files are missing after packaging. But now you know, if this project doesn't have this, otherwise, after you differentiate it through Git, it will cause your project to fail to build successfully. So there are actually two ways to fix it. One way is to modify this Git file. In the Git file, you do it like this. Let me explain it to them, or just explain it. I can see we find our project. The first method is done like this. NATU right here. Add a reference parameter, blah blah blah, then blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Force this file into version control. Then when it uploads, then this file will be uploaded. But we usually don't do this. Because it's too troublesome. Because once we finish washing this cat, we don't want to touch it anymore, right? So what we recommend is to let it make a copy by itself. So let me first fix this project for everyone. Fortunately, right here, we will place this thing here. We put it inside x64. Let's fix this. Otherwise, we won't be able to solve this problem. Good. Let's assume we have it when packaging. Then we package another one. Good. Okay. It is now loaded correctly. Then, no, here. What do we do? Let's package the project, or package a save. Package a Windows build. Okay, inside here there is a prompt box. We can comment it out. It doesn't matter either. Okay, we have successfully packaged it now. Let's close it. Then we'll still do something bad here. Do something bad. How do we do this bad thing? Actually, it's very simple. We go into the save folder. There's no problem starting it up now. You can see, for convenience, I'll just switch it to this view. I'll close it now. Then we do the bad thing. We'll just delete this. We deleted the placard. This place. The path here is really too long. I'll bring another path over here to calculate. The path is too long. Okay, let's launch it now. And then you will find this fatal error. Congratulations everyone. We found another fatal error. And at this point, you will load the dump file. Do you still remember how to load the dump file? Let's review it for everyone. You can see we double click it. Then we debug it only. You will find it crashes here. Actually, you will find it is executing this function. Set a party test crashed. Congratulations, you found where the problem is. Turns out the third-party library didn't crash. Okay, so how do we fix it now? We'll just modify it back here. Take a look. Let's go back first. There are several paths here. I'm a bit confused. We just copy one over. Walk again. Then find our most original file. Some people write it like this. For example, I would specifically write it into the plugin. Then we do it here. Paste the copy. Then we start it again. This issue is fixed. Right, at this point, we can change a location. We delete it. Then we still paste it here, but we paste it in a different location. We erase this part. Okay, don't dare it. Okay, let's erase it. At this point, we don't put it here. We put it over here. I put it in Betterwise. We put it in Betterwise. This place is a bit confusing. We are now in Betterwise, not in the plotcons Betterwise. You noticed. No longer in the plugly, BIROs. We started here. Look. it still succeeded. It just didn't have the specific positions. Let's watch it again. Watch it again. Look, although it shows a failure here, your 1-to still came out. The reason this shows a failure is that it didn't add a specific D into it, but it let you copy it to this location. Copy it to the location we mentioned. This location, you can see right here. Actually, after copying it here, it automatically added the DL error from this folder. So like this. Actually, sometimes it's okay. Complex issues, but sometimes there will be a very troublesome problem, which is your project plugin use multiple DLL. This is a pain. The common reason for the pain is because the engine its seller party is here. Seller party. We can see here seller party. I can see. I think it's still here. He also used a lot of DLL libraries, and his version is actually relatively old. So the simplest way is when we use this web of wider to do some pixel streaming work. When sending the engine screen stream to the streaming server, we will rely on some third-party libraries. You will find that the engine's kernel version is too low. You need to manually apply for it. That is very troublesome. As for this thing, you can all look into it later when you encounter it. While doing your own subsequent project. Anyway, there are some tutorials on Bilibili. Anyway, it's quite troublesome to do. We recommend you directly use the plot car, because this part is indeed very troublesome. So we have basically finished the demonstration for you. Then in the next few lessons, we will write for you the code for automatically copying the DLL, how we should write it for you. We have also demonstrated it for you in these lessons. It should be thorough enough, right? Okay, good. Our requirement for you is you must understand the structure of the small steel I wrote, the structure of said party library. Thank you, everyone.